Man, I might be delusional, man. Look, I don't even know where to start, but my name's Carter, and I'm 17. I have about maybe $2,500 to my name, and I am gonna be devoting every day to becoming the best person that I can be. I don't want to go to college. I don't want to live that 9 to 5 life. I don't want to work for some big corporation and have a boss and have to abide all their rules. I want to be able to work for myself, and I want to take advantage of every opportunity that is given to me. I want to live every day working towards a goal. I don't want any rest days. I don't want a day off. I want to spend the next 6 months every single day, and that's just the time frame that I chose. I don't want it to last 6 months. I want it to be longer. I want these next 6 months to be the best, or possibly the worst, but I think I'm gonna get the best results. And even if I don't, I just am gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going because if if I I I have if honestly, like, what is driving me so much is I have this just like I am terrified. I am terrified of what the world is going to be in about 5 years. Maybe sooner, maybe the longer. But right now, you go through high school, you go to college, and you are in school until you're in your mid 20s, and then you you sometimes don't even know still what you're going to do with your degree. And then, I mean, you get a job and you start making money, and then I'll hopefully get a wife, have some kids, and I'll settle down. But you're just living the common average man's life. There are people out there who, there are people out, like, there's so much more everyone is capable of. People now, I feel like, especially, people have these just self limiting beliefs. And I don't get it. I don't get it. You can go for more. And I am at zero right now. I I mean, I'm still growing up. It's my first time living. I have no idea what I'm doing. But what I do know is I've seen how um, people like I've just observed the world, and I know I don't want to be one of those people that has to stress about the bills being paid. I know that I want to that guy who behind me in line can't pay for his food. I want to be able to buy it for him. I want to be able to give that man a jacket whenever he needs it. I don't want to have to worry about it. Well, no one does. But I just want to show everyone that you don't have to be that way. And I believe that with 100% confidence. I believe that. But I don't have it. I have, I have basically nothing right now. All I have is my vision. And honestly, I can't even picture my life in like a year or two. Like, I want to work so hard that it changed my life forever. And I think that it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, and it's going to take a lot of discipline. And It's that's what's required. I think that the risk is worth it. And this is my plan. Um the the new year just started, and I'm a junior in high school. The first semester ended. Um those first I Okay, this is really weird. I had my Christmas break, and then we're going to go back to school, and then we're going to take finals, and then grades will be finalized, and I think that's how first semester ends. And what I want to do is I want to this is why I chose 6 months, because a semester is about 6 months, and I want to switch to online school for at least one semester, and I want to show I just lost. I want to switch to online school for one semester, and I want to give it my all. I think that in school, I just don't. School, honestly, just. I mean, it's not for me, and I don't mean that in a way that like I can't do good in school. I always need help. I do fine in school. I can go to school, I can learn, I can pass all the tests, I can I can do that. But what's the point? I mean, I'm trying to what? Go to school every day for 6, 7 hours a day. Okay. All right. Well, go to school every day. I have yeah, I spend about 7 hours a day there, and I talk to people who I don't even want to talk to all day. I I I mean, all the people. I've yet to meet anyone there with the same beliefs. Everyone, most people go to school, and then they'll go to college, and they just don't dream bigger. And I've already gone over that, and that's how people are at my school. And I want to surround myself with people that are already there or trying to get there with, and I want to be trying to get there with them. But I mean, really, I don't know. I don't see anyone else, like at least that I know in person, who's gonna put in the work. I have a few friends who, I they say they will, but I think whenever it comes down to it, they won't do it. And I think that whenever I make this, I have been making this change, and I'll get a little bit more into that. But whenever I do get more comfortable to a place where I want to be, I think that then they're gonna start coming to me, and I don't know if I don't know what I would think, because I don't know. So what my plan is well, I tried talking 2 nights ago. We had some family over, and I'll hang out with my family, but I don't really hang out and like chat to them very often. And I mean, I look up to my mom's boyfriend. He does well, and I want to go in the direction that he's living in, if that makes sense. Like, he um he just knows a lot more about he's older than me. He has a lot more experience than me just living. He knows a lot more about the AIs and coding and all that. And right now, I don't really know anything about it. So I sat down and I tried telling them about how I have this, this crazy dream. And I couldn't even tell them what I wanted to do. So that really got me thinking about it. And I don't want to miss any opportunity that is given to me. I think every opportunity you should take. And every opportunity that aligns with your beliefs. And the way that I have seen, the way that I know I can do is through trading. So I want to give trading my all, my 100%. And if I discover that's not, because I remember these moments where I used to be trading and the charts, it was like reading a book almost. But I also remember times where I read the page and then nothing, like I didn't take a trade. I was, yeah. So I have a lot of psychology to work on, and I think my biggest thing is fear. I mean, I'll admit it, I'm scared. Like, and that's one thing I want to change. I don't want to let that hold me back. And here's what I want to do. So what I want to prioritize first is I want to work towards my okay. Let's start here. As a kid, I would sit down and I would play the game all day. Then I started meeting, honestly, I feel like it was whenever I started meeting girls that it really happened. That's whenever my life really just started to change. And that made me realize that I need to, I would say the game is what I did for fun. And then I think it was just puberty and girls. And then I wanted to work on my looks. I wanted to work on myself. I mean, simply just, I feel like the underlying deep down thing was really just for girls. I mean, just reproduction. Like, I think that's, I mean, your like caveman instincts. That's why I worked on myself. And I became better looking. I became better at talking to people. I started hanging out with people more. My life just overall improved. But then eventually, I mean, you go through your ups and downs with women. And eventually there was a time where I started smoking weed. And then I got caught. Because, I mean, I got so addicted that I tried smoking out of that window right there. And That's a egress window, I think you say it. So like you can climb out of it and whatnot. But instead of like climbing into there or anything, I was just blowing it out of there, and that vent right there leads straight up to my parents' room. So obviously I was cooked. I don't know what the hell I was thinking in hindsight, but yeah, my punishment was I couldn't hang out with any friends for a month, and I mean I feel like that's a fine fair punishment. But what really that allowed to happen to me was I didn't have the influence of just staying like common. I didn't have the influence of everyone around me keeping me normal, keeping me in line with society. I was so isolated almost that I was just able to be me. Like the other people didn't hold me back, which typically people don't really hold me back. I'm pretty good at just being myself. I think there's just something about what I want to do that is it's so insane that people just can't even believe that I believe it. And I mean, no, I don't know many people who think it would work, but I think everyone's capable of it. I think that you are the only thing stopping yourself. I think that once you start putting the blame, I think I heard this from TJR. Once you start putting the blame of everything on yourself, then I mean that's just what I started doing. And I feel like I need to take control. I feel like I need to take control of my life. About after so once I was completely isolated, whenever I was for that month, whenever I was completely isolated and really working on myself, I got grounded and I planned to stick with what I was doing. But now I was like, I'm able to hang out with people, and I haven't been able to see anyone for a month. So I really was craving some like social interactions outside of school. And I mean, I'd barely even talk to people at school. So I asked my friend to hang out, and we're hanging out, and then we ended up hanging out with some girl, and then I even talk. If you go back and watch the videos that I made, and I don't know if I actually posted the ones or if they're there, but because I definitely took some and didn't post them, but I mentioned a girl in there, and it wasn't her fault, but just from dating her, I held myself back. I stopped myself from becoming what I want to be. And I don't think anyone should have that influence over you. And I, I think I did it to myself. Maybe that's me putting the blame back on me, but even if it wasn't me, I'm still going to blame myself. And I know that. Well, we broke up about a little bit before Christmas break, and then it was Christmas break, so I hung out with my friends and everything. And now it's time to get back into a schedule. The have I've been just like doing like a dopamine detox almost, trying to. I mean, whenever we broke up over Christmas break, I downloaded social medias, started hanging out with friends all the time. It's just been like constant activity. And I feel like now after 2 weeks, my body especially is feeling it. But if anything, like every day my mind my mind has been getting better. I think um I think there's been I think overall I've been removing distractions and influences, like bad influences, and they don't even directly have to be like bad, just not towards the goal that I want to have. People that don't align with it, I mean, it's not like I completely ghost the world. I still talk to my friends, but it's not it's not gonna help me get to where I want to be, and that's my number one priority right now. That is like just improving my life is the number one priority that I have. So what I want to do is I want to show up here every day. I haven't done that in the past. There's no proof that I will do it, except for me saying it right now. And I don't even really know the first thing about making content. And honestly, I'm scared of it. I'm straight up terrified. Because I mean, you see someone you know, they're getting 2-3 likes on YouTube videos. They got maybe 1,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok, but they're posting every day. It can be embarrassing. It can be like, why, what the hell are they doing? But, and I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I think one of the other reasons, one reason that I do want to go to online school is kind of because of that. I mean, I'm embarrassed, but I don't want that to stop me. And I think that I don't want to tell people. I would rather people come to me about it. I think that once someone finds out, it's either gonna be really weird or it's just gonna be normal or it'll be really cool. And I'm just gonna let that happen on its own. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna be doing stuff all the time, but I'm just not gonna tell anyone. But the thing that I was struggling about is I don't even know what type of content I want to make. I mean, I'm pretty passionate in the gym, just health in general, my diet. I want to improve my sleep. Excuse me. But there's what I did. Oh, okay. This is one thing I never knew about this whole black pill thing that I've seen going around until about 2 weeks ago. And back whenever I had TikTok, or like I was following it, the looks maxing stuff was really just people mewing. I mean, they would mew and they would like give you advice, but sea salt spray, that type of stuff. But now it's on like a whole nother level. And I mean, I never realized that people were like taking that much in initiative. I never realized that like there was so much depth to it. And from what I've seen, these people rank looks as the highest like stand the highest what would it be called? Characteristic? Trait? Your highest trait? Highest speed? I don't know. But I think you know what I'm trying I think you should get what I'm trying to say. They rank that as number one. And I don't think I completely agree. I think that that's important. I think, but what I also do think is that your body is slightly like equal to more important because someone's face, they're they can work on their. I've seen people work on their face like, and they can work on their face, make their face pretty good. But I think how you want your body to look, that's like that shows that you have control in your life. I get that some people have medical problems where they like are obese and that or they are super skinny, but I think for the most people don't have that those most people don't have that. And I think for the people that don't, it just shows that you're not in control of your life. I think that to get in control of your life, you should be able to maintain a healthy, fit body. Now, I don't know about how it gets once you get up in them. I don't know how it is whenever you get around your 50s and so. I mean, I can only assume it gets harder, but around your 30s, 20s, 30s, I think you should be in shape. And I mean, especially my age. I don't know if I'm getting sick or if my body is just like, I mean, I've treated my body like shit for the past week or two. I barely I barely drank, ate, I've slept like shit. I mean, over before the New Year's start, completely stopped all like um kind of just high dopamine things like drugs, masturbation, like all anything that would cause me a bunch of dopamine. I quit all those like second the New Year started. Figured just might as well. I mean, it's just a good time. Why not? And I mean, it's not like I had been doing it for months. I just started maybe December. I just got back into za in December, and then I was like, it doesn't help me get to where I need to be, so I just quit. And the first time that I quit because I was forced to, but that forced me into a path that I did align with. And then because I was forced to quit, I missed it. I always missed it. I just kept missing until I did. I missed it, and I mean honestly, like it's almost all I wanted to do. Like I like it. I genuinely love it. But um but it makes me lazy. It makes me unfocused. It makes I don't take action. One thing I can't remember, I was listening to a podcast and this guy, he said, I remember I honestly did not like this guy really whatsoever. But there was one thing he said that stuck with me, and it's that to separate your thoughts and your actions. And this sounded so simple at first. I don't know who that is. Now, this sounded so simple at first. And I think, okay. This sounded so simple at first, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I'm not doing that. I need to work on that. Ooh, I don't know how I'm getting tired. So what I'll do a lot of the time is I'll pace the house. I'll have all these dreams and I'll never do anything. But I do more than I would say most people do. This video, I've been wanting to make it. I really have made it, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't the right time. And I think that now, especially after the last few days of me just really trying to reflect and reel it in, I can say that I'm gonna give it. I can give it my all. I'm going to give it my all. And I hear people say get 1% better every day, but I want to start at 100%. I want to get. I People say things like money doesn't buy happiness, but that's really just a way to cope, I think. I think money doesn't buy happiness, but are you more likely to be happy with money? Yeah. Yeah, you are. And I think that either this will work and it'll be the best thing that ever happened to me, or it'll work and I'll be I'll be extremely lonely. And I think that if I do feel extremely lonely, then I can just give it all away. I mean, maybe the greed will have me by then. We'll just have to see what happens. I mean, who knows? Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe I try and I I just I'd rather die trying than never try. Because I think it's achievable. I think that now is the time to start. One reason I do feel this this immense fear. I think I need a screw to tighten this thing. Keeps on. All right. Forgot where I was at now. This whole AI thing, man. I think that the economy is going bad. I mean, stuff's getting expensive. living is getting expensive. Houses are getting expensive. Rent is getting expensive. And the world is moving at a quicker pace than ever with AI. And I think that there's a good chance everyone gets that a lot of people get left behind. And I don't know what the solution is, but I know I don't want to get left behind. I want to get as far ahead as I can before that. And I don't think college and I don't think school is the way to do that. I think that if you're going to be a doctor, people are going to want human doctors. People are going to want someone with a PhD. If that's what you want to do, if you need something where you need to go to college, then that's what you should do. But I don't think that is the way for me. And one other thing. Something about just recently about trying to get my stuff together. Like now my I need to move on from this video. Like it is hard for me to still focus on it is hard for me to focus on my thoughts. And I don't like my attention span, my dopamine, I just cooked it so much. It's genuinely hard for me to sit here and just talk. And it's been 35 minutes. I guess that's a while, but I mean, I think about this all the time, literally 24/7. 24/7. And then I just get this I don't know, I just need it. I need it. I cannot live. That average lifestyle is repulsive to me. I need more. It just it hurts me to see other people stop themselves from getting what they could have. And I want to show everyone that I can get there. And then I want to get people there. Now, I don't know if trading is going to be how I get there. Maybe it'll be looks maxing. Maybe I'll make an app. Maybe it'll be something else. But however I do it, I want other people to know they can do it too. And that's really why I'm in front of this camera, because I believe it and I want you to believe it. And I might be crazy, but if someday I'm gonna be looking back and I'm gonna be so thankful that I was delusional. And I think you should be delusional too. I think that's where there's a lot for me to share. And a lot you guys don't know, and I know my mind's all I can't focus. I have no plan. Just put the camera on me, record. But I will work on making better videos. I don't know if I plan to edit my videos, if they'll just be excuse me. I don't know if they'll just be me talking like this, but what I do know is that I'll be back. Can't even focus for fucking 5 minutes, dude. Jesus. All right. I will get better. I will be better. I will see you guys tomorrow.